Butch, as you begin Arizona preparation, how are things different this year compared to a week out going into Portland State last year?
Sheesh. I think the difference this year when it comes to the players on the team is everyone's holding each other accountable for their specific position. So you saw a lot of that with the offense this year was right after our weight lifts, these guys were out there on their own, doing their own thing, making sure that in their position groups they understood the plays, what they were supposed to do on certain routes, and where they're supposed to fit on certain run blocks. And I mean, you see that they're doing really well now. They beat us sometimes, and we can beat them sometimes. And so it's great that both sides are competing against each other, making each other better.
What were some of the plays that stuck out in the scrimmage today in the stadium, in your opinion?
So for me, a lot of people had questions about Fred. Who's going to replace Fred? Who's going to kind of like be that guy to kind of lead the team this year? Because that's what he did. And so Zane has stepped up tremendously since spring ball. I mean, a guy who came down from the safety position is coming down playing linebacker now, so he has to take on guys like Braden O'Backery, Tristan Hodge. And these guys are tanks. But Zane has no fear. And so you saw Zane with 2 picks today, 1 PBU, and a ton of tackles. So I think we're going to be fine. I mean, yeah, you're going to miss Fred, but Zane can do that job.
How much more contact is involved in this year's fall camp compared to last year?
So it seems like when it came to the scrimmages, there were a lot of live contact this year. When it came to practices, what the coaches wanted us to do was to make sure that we fit in the right position when it came to tackling, because last year we missed a lot of tackles, and so the emphasis for them was if we can get in the right position at the right time when it comes to even just touching them, then when it comes to games it's going to become a lot easier.
What will we notice is the biggest difference with you this season?
I mean, we've lost a lot of weight, so I'll be able to run a lot more and not get tired. So
How much weight?
So I've lost 17 pounds. So yeah, last year just struggled when it came to moving laterally, struggled when it came to pass coverages or even just run fits. And this year we're down back to 220, and so if we can just stay at that weight, then we'll be able to fly around this year.
What do you mean by run fits?
So, I mean, you saw in 2016 that holes are wide open, and because I was at a lighter weight, I was able to control my body when it came to just fitting up correctly, and I was able to make some good hits on some great running backs, and so the hope this year is that we can do it again.
How can you quantify that you are quicker? Not just feel quicker, but you actually are quicker.
Yeah, let's have you run right now.
No,
Show
thank
us,
you.
prove it,
No,
prove
thank
it,
you.
Butch.
There's a lot of fast guys here on the field, so they'll make me look bad. But I think if you just see me flying around and smiling this year, you'll see that Butch Pau'u's a lot lighter, Butch Pau'u's a lot quicker, and he's finally back, thank goodness.
So if you're not smiling, is that an indication that you're upset at something? Like what does the smile mean for you in game?
The smile means for me that I'm having fun. That's what it means most. I mean, when I play best when I'm having fun, and when you see me smiling, that means we're doing a great job on our defensive side. And even if we're not, I'm still having fun playing with my guys. And so you didn't see that much last year, but this year it'll be back.
We spoke with Moroni Laulupututau about accountability and the culture shift of BYU football from 1 year ago to this year, and he talked about the coaches, they're just loving us up, man. And I said, well, do you feel the love when you're doing 40 up downs, and dealing with that accountability? How do you approach that and the culture shift that has taken place?
So when Coach Kalani after last season, he said that there's going to be a lot of change. And when he said that, he also mentioned to us players that you guys have to come with different changes for yourself, because if you play the same like you did this past year, then we're going to go 4-9 again. And so Coach Kalani had everyone write down 3 different goals they were going to set for themselves this next year. And each of those goals were goals like on the football field, whether it be in the classroom or off the field. How are we going to be able to conduct our life? And he felt that way because he feels that if we can take care of things off the field and things on the field naturally just will happen. So wins will come. We'll play a lot faster. We'll play a lot more games together than we did last year. And so when it comes to accountability, the coaches just put that out there for us, and they began to trust us that we would do that. And so with us being able to do that, then things and the flow of things is a lot more easier for us. So we're doing a good job so far.
Let's talk about both quarterbacks. First, Tanner Mangum. What's impressed you about his fall camp?
It seems like the old Tanner's back. Like for me, what I see is that Tanner's having fun again. And I guess that's just the name of the game. If you can have fun while playing the sport you love, then things are a lot easier. When you mess up, you just get over the play and you move on to the next one. And so it's good to see old Tanner back, and I think Tanner's going to have a good year.
And how about Zach Wilson?
Confidence. That's a guy who doesn't struggle with any confidence. I mean, he'll take a shot, he'll throw the ball right in there, and they don't catch it, or if it's an incompletion, then Zach's like, it's okay, we'll move on to the next play. And so you see Zach taking chances, and you see Zach just comfortable with the sophomores, juniors, and seniors that have played before him. And so he feels like he can win that job, and whoever does win that job, we're going to support him either way.
The dude took 2 BYU cheerleaders to prom. I don't think confidence is an issue, right?
Yeah, he's kind of a man. He's kind of the man, I should say.
No, it's one thing to take 2 BYU cheerleaders in back-to-back years, but in the same
No,
prom.
in the same prom. I mean,
yes.
that's a record, right?
Yeah, he's the man. Everyone looks up to that
clearly,
guy.
confidence is not an issue. All right, who has emerged as the leader on the defensive side of the football?
Dang, that's a great question. We have a lot of them. I think this year it's been Sione Takitaki and Zane Anderson. We'll give it to both of those guys. Zane coming into the spring, he kind of didn't know what his feel was, but working out with the linebackers, still working out with the safeties and DBs. He's still moving fast, but getting stronger while working out with us. And then Sione, he's kind of stepped up in that role of being the more vocal leader. So I would have to say that those two guys have stepped that up a ton, and they're going to continue to lead our defense this year.
Okay, let's wrap it up with this. Who's the fall camp MVP in your mind? We have to name somebody, but we would like your opinion.
You know, I'd have to give that to my younger brother, Neil Pau'u.
Nepotism, nice.
Yeah, I know. It's a little biased. But, I mean, just Neil has come a long way. The coaches were really iffy about him, but he took it upon himself to prove them wrong, and he's now one of the leaders on this team, and he continues to show out. So I'd have to give it to my brother.
All right, Butch, good stuff. We appreciate the time as always.
Thank you, guys.